The Fulani, also known as Filb, Fula, or Pure in different regions, are an ethnic group found primarily in West Africa. Though today they are spread across more than 20 countries, their origins are somewhat shrouded in mystery. Scholars believe the Fulani's ancestors emerged in the region now known as Senegal and Mauritania, mixing with local Berber and North African populations across the first millennium. Their distinct features, ranging from light to dark skin and a range of hair textures, are evidence of this diverse ancestry, which has led some to theorize that Fulani are a blend of North African, West African, and even Mediterranean people. Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today we'll be diving into the captivating and rich history of one of Africa's most widespread and influential ethnic groups, the Fulani people. You have probably heard of them in connection to various regions across West and Central Africa. But do you know their origin and how they have shaped history? Stick around because we're about to unpack their story. Now, if there's one thing that defines the traditional Fulani way of life, it's their cattle herding and pastoralism. For centuries, the Fulani have been known as expert cattle herders, with many of them leading nomadic or semi-nomadic lives. In fact, Fulani cattle herders can be found traveling vast distance across the Sahel, searching for water and grazing land for their livestock. This connection to cattle is not just a way of life, but also a cornerstone of the Fulani identity. Their pastoral traditions have shaped their social structures, economic systems, and even their migrations throughout history. By the 11th and 12th centuries, the Fulani had begun migrating eastward, spreading into what is now Mali, Niger, and Nigeria. Their movements were driven by various factors, ranging from the search for fertile grazing lands to trade and religious expansion. The Fulani were also instrumental in the spread of Islam in West Africa. As early as the 14th century, they began to adopt Islam, and over time, many Fulani communities became devout Muslims. This marked a significant shift in their history as they played key roles in Islamic scholarship and leadership across the region. One of the most important chapters in the Fulani history is the rise of the Fulani empires, especially during the 18th and 19th century. Perhaps the most famous Fulani leader was Osman Dan Fodio, a religious scholar who launched a jihad in northern Nigeria in the early 19th century. His movement aimed to purify Islam and reform corrupt Hausa city-states. By 1804, Dan Fodio's forces had overthrown numerous Hausa rulers, establishing the powerful Sokoto Caliphate, which became one of the largest and most influential empires in West Africa. The Sokoto Caliphate wasn't just a political entity, it was also a center of Islamic learning and culture. Fulani leaders like Usman Dan Fodio spread Islam and Fulani culture across vast swaths of modern-day Nigeria, Niger, and Cameroon. Today, the Fulani are spread across many nations, from Senegal in the west to Sudan in the east. They are not a monolithic people. Some live as pastoralists, while others are settled as farmers, traders, or urban dwellers. Despite their diversity, they share a common language, Fulfulde, a strong Islamic tradition, and a deep connection to their pastoral heritage. Fulani communities have had significant influence in the politics, culture, and economy of the countries where they live. In places like Nigeria, Niger, and Guinea, Fulani leaders continue to play important role in national affairs. But like many ethnic groups, the Fulani have faced challenges in modern times. As pastoralists, many Fulani are involved in disputes over land and water resources. These conflicts have intensified in recent decades due to climate change, population growth, and shifting agricultural patterns. In regions like Nigeria, These tensions between Fulani herders and sedentary farmers have sometimes escalated into violent clashes. While the roots of these conflicts are complex, involving issues of land rights, ethnic identity, and politics, efforts are being made to promote dialogue and peaceful coexistence. Despite these challenges, the Fulani have a rich cultural heritage that continues to thrive. Fulani music, with its unique instruments like the Oudou and the Riti, has influenced West African music traditions. Their art, traditional clothing, and ceremonies are also reflected in the beauty and diversity of Fulani culture. One of the most famous Fulani traditions is the annual Girawol festival, where young men compete in beauty contests to impress potential brides. The festival is a spectacular display of Fulani aesthetics, from elaborate face paints to traditional garments. As we have seen, the Fulani people have a long, fascinating history, one that has shaped the political, religious, and cultural landscape of West Africa. Their journey from pastoral nomads to influential political and religious leaders is a testament to their resilience and adaptability. Despite the challenges they face, the Fulani continue to be a vital part of Africa's rich mosaic of cultures. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the history of Fulani people, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. And let us know in the comments which part of Fulani history surprised you the most. Until next time, bye.